It's become a cult favorite, a remake of the Hollywood blockbuster Raiders of the Lost Ark, put together by teenagers. It's hardly ever shown, but Talking Movies joined Raiders fans for the New York premiere of Raiders: The Adaptation. For Indiana Jones fans, it was an event that couldn't be missed. The biggest public screening ever of a home video remake of the 1981 blockbuster. The original faithfully recreated by a teenage production team.
Let it go.
This is their version of the bar fight scene. It does bear a resemblance to the original. This Raiders adaptation began almost 25 years ago, driven by the passion of an ardent fan, the then very young Chris Strompoulos.
In July of 1981, the film came out, and it was like, it was so exciting to an 11-year-old boy. I set out to remake this movie.
So, with the help of two friends, storyboards were drawn, props built, nothing was too ambitious. In the original, Harrison Ford is chased by a boulder. In the remake, Chris Strompoulos becomes the hero. Except for one action scene, this adaptation, which took 7 years to complete, is a very precise remake.
People who know and love Raiders, and even, hardcore film lovers have told us that it's very close.
There was no shortage of ingenuity. This Harrison Ford truck sequence was duplicated with a vehicle retrieved from a swamp. It had no engine. It was towed as the camera rolled. The final result, an unpretentious, entertaining film made for virtually nothing. Audiences at rare public screenings like this one held at the Brooklyn Underground Film Festival clearly like the original Hollywood production of Indiana Jones. But many say this very modest remake is somehow more satisfying.
If you know the original, every scene, while you're watching it, every scene sort of makes you laugh.
This adaptation comes perilously close to copyright infringement, but there's been no legal action, perhaps because the original's creators, including director Steven Spielberg, are fans of the remake.
He gave us a wonderful compliment. He said, well, boys, I watched your film, and then I watched it again, and I wanted to let you know that it inspired even me.
This remake represents the ultimate in film fandom. To this day, Chris Strompoulos can recite every word of dialogue in the film.
Oh, Marcus, what are you trying to do? Scare me? You sound like my mother.
What are you trying to do? Scare me? You sound like my mother.
We've known each other for a long time. I don't believe in a lot of magic, a lot of superstitious hocus pocus.
We've known each other for a long time. I don't believe in magic, a lot of superstitious hocus pocus.
And there is a poetic ending. This homemade adaptation, inspired by a Hollywood action-adventure, has now so captivated Hollywood itself that a big studio picture based on the story of the teenagers behind the remake is now underway.